Reggae Boys fans, hello, how are you all doing? My name is Simon Preston, and welcome to Reggae Boys Commentary. This is where we talk football and we talk the national team. And the question was raised recently: what is Theodore Tappa Whitmore's record? And when I say record, I'm speaking specifically as it relates to the World Cup qualifiers. What is his record in World Cup qualifying? But before we look at that, what is his record overall as coach of Jamaica? Well, he's been in charge of 109 games for Jamaica, 54 wins, 37 losses, and 18 draws. That brings a win percentage of 49.5%. If you want to round it, it's 50%. And that means that Tappa wins 1 out of every 2 games for Jamaica. You would say, not bad, right? What have been some of the good moments? Well, we've had in World Cup qualifying, there has been some results that have been commendable. But before we look at World Cup qualifying results, what are some of the results that left us scratching our head a bit, you could say? Well, on your screen, you should be able to see some results. We'll get to the 2008 results, but 2009, we know, was the Gold Cup. Tappa took over from John Barnes after that friendly against Panama, that 3-2 victory. And then Tappa lost to Canada 1-0, Costa Rica 1-0. We defeated El Salvador 1-0, drew 0-0 with Ecuador, defeated St. Kitts and Nevis, and ended the calendar year with a 0-0 draw against South Africa. 2010 was a compelling year as, yes, Luton Shelton got the ball rolling in a 1-0 victory over Canada. But what happened after that? Well, we know about that game against Argentina, Ryan Johnson scoring, and that makeshift friendly against South Africa in Germany, where Ryan Johnson was the only overseas player called up because the friendly was arranged late, Defeated Trinidad, defeated Costa Rica for the first time since in the 21st century. Lost narrowly to Peru. There was an own goal in that game in Fort Lauderdale. Damar Phillips with an own goal there. But a good equalizer from Omar Cummings. Defeated Trinidad. Drew 0 with Costa Rica. That game where I felt that could have won. I'm trying to remember the name of the Toronto FC player that played for Jamaica. Give me one moment. But there's a Jamaican player that he made his debut for Jamaica in that game, and his name is none other than O'Brien White. Unfortunately, injuries ended this man's career, and he didn't have that fruitful career that we so wanted. Yeah. Caribbean Cup. Tappa won us the 2010 Caribbean Cup. 2011 came around, went to the quarterfinals of the Gold Cup. Tappa was the first coach to help us, top our group with 3 wins and 9 points. We defeated Grenada, Guatemala, Honduras. We'll deal with the World Cup qualifying results later. But 2012 started well, went down to New Zealand, scored 3 good goals, despite all the late traveling and everything like that. So we had Xavier Virgo, Navian Boyd, and Tremaine Stewart on the score sheet. 3 players that were playing on the island. Yeah. Caribbean 2012, as we know, was a disaster. 2-1 to French Guiana, 0-0 against Martinique, and 1-0 loss to Cuba. 2013, we didn't win a single game, but Tappa was gone in June 11 against Honduras. He returned 2016, and this was for the Caribbean Cup. We progressed through the qualifying stage. We defeated Honduras for the first time in a long time. Got to the Caribbean Cup final. I gave him all the information he needed, but we lost 2-1 to Curacao. I told him about the crosses into the box, and Curaçao's second goal was of that nature. Went to the Gold Cup final, fantastic achievement. 2018, we nearly went the calendar year without a loss. Only one defeat that year, that was Ecuador friendly. But Nations League started out quite well. 2019, Gold Cup semi-final. Nations League, we qualified from League B and went to League A. 2020, as we know, the year the pandemic came out, but we got that 2-1 victory over Saudi Arabia in Tappa's 100th game in charge. And 2021, we've only won 2 games in 2021. That is what it has looked like right now. But in terms of World Cup qualifying, what has Tappa's record been like in World Cup qualifying? Specifically, the results that we have had. Well, let's take a look at it, shall we? This is Tappa's record in World Cup qualifying. As you know, René Simoes was sacked after the loss to Honduras. So Tappa had the Mexico game and the Honduras game. We defeated Mexico 1-0. That was Ricardo Fuller scoring over Osvaldo Sanchez. Then it was Luton Shelton getting past goalkeeper Noel Valladares. It was John Barnes that was supposed to come in for the Canada game, but since Tappa was getting things going, Tappa got that game against Canada to take charge of proceedings. And yeah, Luton Shelton scored, Marlon King scored, and Omar Cummings scored, but we didn't get to the final round of World Cup qualifying. We needed to win. We needed 3 more goals if we wanted to get to the final round. The 2014 qualifiers, we defeated Guatemala 2-1. Damar Phillips and Ryan Johnson were the goal scorers there. Antigua, we drew 0-0. Luton Shelton hitting the post. 2-1 against the United States. Rudolph Austin and Luton Shelton scoring in this game. Lost 1-0 to the US in Columbus. Dwayne Miller made some massive saves in this game for us. Guatemala 2, Jamaica 1. Luton Shelton scored the equalizer for us in this game, but Carlos Ruiz made our heart skip a beat. But we returned home, and Damar Phillips, Nyron Nosworthy, and a brace from Dane Richards ensured that we got through. Went to the final round of World Cup qualifying, and Mexico 0, Jamaica 0. Historic in itself. Drew 1-1 with Panama, a game that we should have won. When the injury came to Nyron Nosworthy, we brought on Omar Daly when we should have brought on Lloyd Doyley. And as we know, Lloyd Doyley played countless amount of matches at central defence with Watford and Adrian Mariappa. But instead, what we did, we brought on Omar Daly and shifted Jermaine Taylor to central defence. And we moved and we put Omar Daly at right back. So that was very, very disappointing to see. Lost to Costa Rica 2-0, lost to Mexico 1-0, lost to the USA 2-1, and lost to Honduras 2-0. 2022 qualifiers, lost 2-1 to Mexico, 3-0 to Panama, we drew 1-1 with Costa Rica. So what's the record been? 6 wins, 8 losses, 4 draws. 18 goals scored, 20 goals against, and 5 clean sheets. That's been our record. So, Reggae Boyz fans, what do you take from this information? I'm just providing for you the records. That's what I'm doing. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to Reggae Boyz Commentary. Take care.